You know, in any democracy, there's always this one huge fundamental question. Who guards the rulebook? Well, today we're going to dive into the ultimate safeguard, the shield that protects a country's most basic laws. We are talking about judicial review.
So let's just imagine this for a second. A government, with all its power, decides to pass a law that steps all over your basic rights. What's the failsafe? I mean, who actually stops them? This isn't just some abstract idea. It's the central challenge for any democracy that truly values freedom.
So the answer to that really critical question is a powerful principle, a guardian, that stands watch over the nation's entire rulebook. And that guardian? Well, it's called judicial review.
Okay, that sounds a little formal, but let's break down what it really means. Judicial review isn't just about a court looking at a law, it's about having the actual authority to hold that law up against the Constitution. And here's the key part. If it doesn't measure up, to declare that law completely null and void, gone. The easiest way to think about it is like this. The Constitution is the official rule book for the whole game of government. The lawmakers and the executive branch, they're the players on the field. And the judiciary, they are the referee, with the whistle, ready to call a foul when a player breaks a fundamental rule. It's a simple analogy, but man, its implications are massive. So you might be wondering, where does this referee get its authority? Does a court just, decide to give itself this power? No, not at all. This power actually flows directly from the Constitution itself. It's all laid out in a very deliberate way.
See, the whole process is built right in. First, you've got Article 13, which basically sets the ground rule. Any law that messes with fundamental rights is automatically void. Then, and this is the amazing part, Articles 32 and 226 give you, the citizen, the power to actually go to court and challenge that law. And finally, the judiciary gets the last word. They have the ultimate authority to interpret the Constitution and make the final call. It's a clear, built-in system for keeping everyone accountable.
All right, so now we know what it is and where it comes from. But what's it really for? What's the core mission of this constitutional guardian?
The whole mission really boils down to 4 key pillars. First, to make sure the Constitution is always the supreme #1 law of the land. Second, to protect our fundamental rights, the really important stuff. Third, to maintain that delicate balance of power between all the branches of government. And finally, to stop any one of them from misusing their authority.
Now, this isn't just some dusty theory locked away in a book. Oh no, this power has been tested and proven in some of the most critical moments you can imagine. Let's take a look at one case that pretty much cemented its role forever. This quote right here, it is monumental. Back in 1973, in this huge landmark case, the Supreme Court declared that judicial review isn't just a feature of the Constitution, it is part of its basic structure. You can think of the basic structure as the soul, the DNA of the Constitution, the core parts that can never, ever be changed or taken away. And that right there is the knockout punch. By making judicial review a part of the basic structure, the court basically built a firewall around it, protecting it from political interference. So Parliament can amend the Constitution, sure, but it can't pass an amendment that destroys the court's ability to act as the guardian. This power is here to stay.
So let's bring this all home. What's the big takeaway here? Why is this guardian so incredibly vital, not just for lawyers and judges, but for every single one of us? It all comes down to this simple, powerful idea. It is a guardian power. Its whole job is to make sure that no law, no government action ever violates the Constitution. It is the ultimate line of defense for the rule of law.
At the end of the day, judicial review creates this unbreakable chain of accountability. It means the government has to answer to the law has to answer to the Constitution, and most importantly, the Constitution has to answer to the people.
So judicial review is this immense, absolutely necessary power. It protects the Constitution from the government. But that leaves us with one final, pretty deep question to think about. Who guards the guardians?